Hello, this is Juha from Runaways. This is a small review video of this one, the Rade Garage Rally Raid kit for KTM 990 Adventure. My bike, KTM 990 Adventure, is awesome bike, I love it. But it has a couple features which require some improvement. The first one is the headlight, it's lousy, and the second thing is the original screen, because it's not giving me enough protection that I want. So the expectation is that this setup, Rade Garage Rally Raid kit with the carbon fiber screen and LED headlights, is solving both of these topics. I will do the review on different aspects, but first let's look at what was inside the package. There's a sticker. Package material. Some more. And there's the actual screen. Some package material. There's some kit for installation. With the screws and everything. There is the unit for the actual headlights, and plexi screens. There is two of them, so the other one is so you can replace it if it goes broken or gets scratched. Okay, so let's look at the screen. So, as you can see, it's carbon fiber, looking intact, no cracks anywhere. So although the package was a bit beaten up, this is looking okay. Alright, let's look the other parts in detail. Alright, so this is what was found in the package. Two of these plexi screens. They have the protective film also, that's why they're green. That's excellent, there's two. And I'm sure if you need more, you can get some spare parts from Rade Garage. Then the actual screen, really lightweight, beautifully made. Brackets for installation. They're made out of steel. Let's see when I put it together. My first idea is that these should be aluminium because they're a bit weighty, but let's see, maybe they have to be steel because there is so much strain on them, but let's see. Then the screws and everything. And this is the actual interesting part, the light units. Here it says 29 watts low beam, 58 watts high beam, angelized parking light, E approved, which is important. So here are the light units. They are separate from each other, but they're connected with the cable. There is a user manual and some screws for installation, and that's about it. So, okay, they have the cooling fins in the rear, but they seem really compact units. they have a light difference. You can see that they are different lengths, and they have some markings, but the markings actually seem to be the same, so that's interesting. They should be different in terms of power, but both are saying 33 watts. That's interesting. So I will start to put this together, and we'll see how it comes up. I'm not going to make a installation video because you can already find the installation video made by Rade Garage from YouTube. So I will show you the product when it's finished. Let's see. Okay, couple words about mounting this. In the Rade Garage video, when they put it together, the light unit is always already in this condition. But as you saw in the package I received, all of these parts were separately. So you have to install them, put them together. They go like this. So you have to make sure that the texts are in the right angle, like this. The shorter light goes up, and the brackets go like this, so that they from the bottom they point out, like so, this. So now it's basically in the same condition as in the Rade Garage video, but it was a bit confusing first to figure out how they come up. If you put this the wrong way around, the lights are not in the right height for the screen, but this is the correct way to put it together. Okay, let's continue. The installation of the Rade Garage light unit was very straightforward and easy job. Using only simple basic tools, it took me around 30 minutes to complete the whole installation. The new looks of the bike is obviously a matter of opinion, but personally, I think it's a huge improvement. The new screen makes the bike look more focused. It looks more like a rally bike. Cool feature with LED headlights is of course the power consumption. And to figure out what's the difference in power consumption with the Rade Garage LED headlight, I did this little arrangement. So I took out the fuse for the lights, I disconnected the tail light and the license plate light, and now currently I have the old light connected, and now when I just turn it on, we should see how many amperes it's drawing. This is now the low beam, so it's 4.25 amperes, and when I switch to high beam, it's 7.7 something. Okay, so that's the original headlight. And now if we change the cable, connect the Rade Garage light, like so. Simple as that. Plug and play. Now we can do the same test. Light is on and low beam, and it's drawing 1.6 with the low beam, 1.6 even under. And when I put the high beam, it's 2.26. So there's a huge difference The original headlight was drawing like 7.7 amps on high beam, and this has so much more power, yet the power consumption is a lot lower. So that's why LED is very superior compared to the old halogen headlights. I used some hardcore tech to adjust the light. This is a device which is normally used to measure and adjust the digital matrix LED headlights in cars. With the device, it was easy also to check the form of the light beam. As you can see, the Rade Garage low beam has very straight upper edge. This means that you can adjust the light relatively high, and it still isn't too bright for the upcoming traffic. Another benefit comes in foggy conditions. Having sharp upper edge on the light beam means less reflections back to the driver's eyes, so no fog lights needed with this setup. Biggest problem with the original headlight is the high beam. As you can see here, the light beam is quite narrow in vertical direction. This is still somehow fine if you stay on roads, but if you go off-road, the narrow angle of the light beam just isn't giving you the field of vision you need. Rade Garage high beam, on the other hand, has a lot wider angle for every direction. So it is not just a matter of power, Rade Garage kit is a lot better with the field of vision as well. I did some test drives with both headlights to demonstrate the differences. Conditions were perfect for the light testing. Pitch black November night with some rain and fog. It is quite difficult to capture these kind of differences with the GoPro. Both are filmed with the high beam on and in same conditions. Looking at the videos now, I think that the difference of these two lights is even bigger in real life than what can be seen through the video. Rade Garage LED headlight has easily 2 to 3 times the power as the original headlight, or even more. You can also see the difference in the shape of the light beam. Quite a lot of guessing with the original headlight. Alright, I just got back from the test drive. I was testing the new light setup, and the weather conditions in Finland in November, they are excellent for light testing because it's raining and it's basically pitch black. The first impressions of the light is that it's excellent in both in lighting power, but also the aerodynamics of the screen. But there's also some downsides. So because the light units, the LED units are behind this plexiglass, as you can see, the moisture has collected behind the screen, and that's definitely not a good situation. Also, as this is open from the corners, it will collect all the dust and dirt. So having this set up, every once in a while you have to remove it and clean it behind it. So, it is time for conclusions. If we first look at the negative aspects, what I found from the Relay kit. It is obviously not the cheapest solution. You can of course just change the original light bulb to a LED with a fraction of a price. But there are other benefits with this unit as well, as you saw. Steep angle of the screen sure gives you better protection from the wind, but it also increases drag and causes turbulence. Although the screen is made out of carbon fiber, the whole unit is still around 200 grams heavier than the original setup. To me, the biggest downside is the construction of the plexiglass. It will collect moisture and dirt behind it, and you will need to clean it. Let's look at the positive sides. Most importantly, this unit is very powerful. It will give the boost needed without additional lights. Some riders want their bikes to look like Christmas trees, but I think simplicity is the key, and this kit does it well. In addition to power, the high beam has a lot wider field of vision. It will help you to see when the road or path gets twisty. The low beam has very sharp upper edge.
which helps you to get the best possible light power without disturbing other road users. It also improves visibility in foggy conditions. As all LEDs, also this kit is using a lot less electrical power than the halogen lights. This means that the battery won't be drained dry even if you use heated grips or other accessories. And at least in theory, lower power consumption means lower fuel consumption as well. At least for me, the screen definitely did its job to protect my helmet from the wind. And finally, of course, Angel Eyes and the carbon fiber rally style is looking stunning. Hopefully you found this video interesting and helpful. I will put the link to the product below if you want to look for more details. Thank you for watching.